Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today we're going to react to Worst Big Sean Songs. This is by my boy, Amiri. Shout out to Amiri. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. They show love over here. We going to show that love right back. So make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Make sure you leave a like. Tell him I sent you. And yeah, without further ado, let's get it!
Alright, so boom. Mr. Sean Don, one of the most disrespected rappers in the game. I really don't understand what the general...
By Kendrick Lamar. If we mean disrespected, you basically talk about Kendrick, because Kendrick the nigga that's disrespected it. I mean, god damn, bro. I don't know why Kendrick... Man, Kendrick do not like Big Sean. Damn.
Consistency is on Big Sean anymore. People go from saying he's an unnecessary addition to the rap game, that if he announced he was never dropping another album, there would be so many people who wouldn't care because he doesn't bring anything important to the genre. But then Detroit 2 gets released and he debuts at #1, selling over 100K copies. Facts. So I don't know, man. It's like people love Big Sean, but then they don't love him that much because y'all be disrespecting him a lot. Now with Big Sean, I'm actually on both sides of the argument. I think that he can be insanely corny and have some terrible bars, and I see why someone wouldn't care to listen to his music. Like
I get it. I get it. I know some of the bars, man. You know, we all know the infamous Quagmire. I giggity get it. Come on.
Hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
That first album of Big Sean. How much we like to forget it. But let's not get it twisted though. Let's not act like the mixtapes before that wasn't fire though. I mean, I get it though. But Big Sean has come a long way. He's grown a lot since then. He's grown a lot. I want to say ever since Dark Skies Paradise. Dark Skies Paradise. I think that's what the album was called. I don't remember the name of it. I think it was Dark Skies Paradise, something like that. Ever since that album, man, Big Sean been knocking it out the park, man. Big Sean been knocking it out the park, man. But that Kendrick Lamar though, that shit is really holding him back, bro. That Kendrick Lamar shit gonna always be held over his head, bro. That damn Control song is gonna always be held over his fucking head, bro. And he had to, and to be real with you, Big Sean had the best verse on that fucking song. Like, Kendrick just came after everybody, but he really didn't say nothing other than that little bar where he aimed at everybody, where he called everybody out by name. But Big Sean had the best verse on that entire song, if we being honest. But yeah, my thing with Big Sean is I've always been a fan of Big Sean. There used to be, like, back in the day, there used to be like a music channel. This is back when I think I explained this before, but like back around like 2007, we used to get MTV2 for free. If you lived in the city of Milwaukee, we used to get MTV2 for free. Like, and then they ended up taking MTV2 away from us, so we couldn't get our sucker free countdowns no more on Saturdays and Sundays. But they ended up giving us a music channel that played damn near everything 24/7 a day. I think it was Vivo. I believe it was Vivo's channel first. It was Vivo, and this is like before Vivo came to YouTube. So this is like a year or some change. This is like 2008. And around this time, Big Sean songs would come on. Like, they would play underground artists. They would play niggas like J. Cole. They were showing people like Drake. So I knew about these guys through this music channel. Because I know around like, I want to say around like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, they would play nothing but straight hip hop music before they go back to the pop songs and the rock songs and the R&B songs. So they would play a lot of artists that you probably didn't know. So I remember like 2008, I remember seeing Big Sean. I remember seeing J. Cole. I remember seeing Drake. I remember seeing those three first. I remember Nipsey Hussle was on there one time. They played a Nipsey Hussle video on there one time. But outside of that, man, yeah, Big Sean used to have a lot of shit. Like I remember, need you gonna get your son, gonna get your son. They used to play that a lot on that damn channel, and then eventually, Vivo went to YouTube, and then they stopped with the music channel. They kept it up until like 2011, and then after 2011, that channel went dead. Yeah, so we didn't have a music channel no more. I wish we did have a 24/7 music channel, but obviously, they don't give them out like that no more. It is what it is, though. But anyways, though, that was my introduction to Big Sean. I've been rocking with Big Sean ever since then, because either gonna get your son, gonna get your son. That was my introduction to Big Sean. And I started listening to the mixtapes and all that, and I was hooked from there. Plus, he had the bars, bro. He definitely had. Big Sean definitely can come with the bars, but like I said, Quagmire, I giggity get it. Come on, Chief. Anyways, let's get back into this video.
His first two mixtapes, Finally Famous 1 and 2, were garbage. On the other hand, Big Sean can definitely be overhated at times. People use the fact that he has some garbage lines and how lame he was in his early career to completely disregard the good songs he has, how unique his flow can be, and overall just the improvements he's made. You can't listen to 2011 Big Sean and then listen to 2017 Big Sean and tell me this nigga hasn't become a much better rapper. Now you guys know how this series works. This part 1 video is going to be me talking about all the songs by Big Sean that I don't enjoy. Here's the crazy part. All of the Sean Don haters would think that this video will be loaded with songs from his first 2 albums, Finally Famous and Hall of Fame, but that's not the case at all. I actually sat down and listened to both of these albums, and neither one is even bad. I can understand someone saying there's a good number of skips on these albums, so they won't really mess with it. Yeah. But for people who think these albums are flat out horrible, like I'm seriously convinced y'all have not listened to the projects. Facts. Because they both have several enjoyable songs. But let's get right into the video, y'all. Let's first talk about what I think are Big Sean's absolute worst songs.
I mean, overtime, yes. Overtime, yes. This song has lost its appeal by a lot, especially after Kanye went on a rant on Big Sean on that Drink Champs interview. Ever since then, this song has been trending downwards ever since. So yeah, this song definitely hasn't aged well. But when it first came out, you can't tell me you wasn't going to the parties, my nigga. You wasn't going to the parties and them hoes wasn't going, bro. You can't tell me you wasn't when this song came on. And them hoes was going and you knew you was gonna get you some. This was the one song. This was the one song that was definitely gonna get you some booty when this song came on. Cause when the girls started dancing to this song, this is the time you was gonna get. This is the time you was gonna get you some ass, man, for real. But nowadays, this song has lost its appeal by a lot, bro. Damn.
This was an easy pick for the whack tier. I've had a good amount of ass thrown toward me because of this song, and it makes all the ladies want to dance.
I told you.
The song fits its purpose, but it's still terrible. It's still terrible. Wobbledy wobbledy wobble wobbin. Like, this dude was so corny, man. The remix with Nicki Minaj was okay. Like, it's the same song. It's just an additional verse from her on there. Yeah. I would much rather deal with the remix than the original song.
Rose, I sippity, I'm Quagmire.
I giggity get it.
My cash flow, I giggity get it.
I Do It is a song that, for me at least, it shows just how lame Big Sean is, or at least how he used to be. Hearing his catchphrases were always cringy to me. I do it, boy. I also think like the humor of the song has worn off. I used to laugh at lines like, I'm Quagmire, I fuck hoes, my cash flow, I giggity get it. And now the line isn't funny at all. Don't get me started on the whole, she put that thong on my groin, and then it go boing. Got my
oh my god, I forgot about that line, the cringe, my nigga.
If you like this, then it's really only up from here. I'm gonna quote my man Mike Seatown from Dead End Hip Hop on this one. He said during the review of Sean's Hall of Fame album that Big Sean is that lame in high school that thought he was really cool because he had money. I swear, this perfectly sums up how you will feel listening to some early songs by Sean. He just gives off that lame dude with money feel.
Mona Lisa Mona.
Yep.
For one, I do not like the sound on the production.
I show a bad bitch what she made for.
Like y'all hear the like in the back. It sounds like a damn eagle was in the studio with him. But for Mona Lisa, for one, the topic is corny. Like he flipped the name Mona Lisa and talks about having a girl named Lisa moaning during sex. And then essentially that's the whole song. Yeah. About how he doesn't want to have a conversation with this chick, like just the sex. This is one of his weaker bragging songs. Just talking about money and how he can get girls that you can't even talk to. Like he speaks about this pretty often, but specifically Mona Lisa is just the most unentertaining of these type of songs. Threesome, trying to have a threesome. Look at my watch, it's about threesome. Like this shit is garbage. Without question, the worst song on Detroit 2. Oh my goodness. I know good well everyone in the studio heard how bad Sean's singing was, but they just let him get away with it. Yep. The only pass I will give him, this is what I got from the song. I'm sure this is something that he knew wasn't good, but he was just having fun with it. Sean has other love songs where his singing is straight and he was actually trying for real. For Time Man, I think he just wanted to fool around and just make whatever. So he purposely made his singing whack. But nah, like whether it was on purpose or not, this is still one of the worst songs he's ever made in my opinion. Yeah. And you and Janae Aiko had a song together with the word time in it, and y'all did a good job then. Same Time Part 1 from I Decided was a nice track, so I don't know what the hell this was. And y'all probably won't believe this, but yes, this is all I have to say about Big Sean's whack songs. As I mentioned in the intro, I know there are people who assume the whole whack tier will be full with songs from his first 2 albums. And no, guys, that's seriously not the case. Sean only has 5 songs that I think are bad, and I already mentioned 4 of them. So y'all know where the 5th song is going to be. So let's just continue with the songs that I don't really care for and are just whatever to me.
I keep dying in my dreams, but life's great when I stay woke.
I completely let the Detroit hype cloud over my judgment when I first heard this song. Hearing Payroll Giovanni, T Grizzly, Royce, Sada Baby, M Big Sean.
I don't know about this one, bro. I don't know about this one. For me personally, I fucks with this song.
All on one song, and the Detroit beats that were on the song, man, I was so hyped hearing this at first. The Cash Kid has my favorite opener. Yeah. I keep dying in my dreams, but life's great when I stay broke. Bet you love dreaming, that's the only time you ain't broke. I was like this shit hard. But this is why you should never judge something off of the first listen. Because after revisiting Friday Night Cypher a few times, I realized this song is unnecessarily long as hell. Half of the verses weren't even that good. There's not a lot of bars that are crazy enough to go back to. And overall, this is honestly a disappointing song.
But it's a vibe, though.
But I appreciate that the song exists, you know what I mean? You gonna hear a lot of people saying that this was a cool song for Detroit culture or something like that. And yeah, I can appreciate that they all made this track. This was a good idea to put together. It just wasn't that great.
I was raised by the wolves, ate to they fools, run through the night.
Hey, anything with Post Malone on it is forgettable. Let's be real.
I was going to put this song in the good enough tier, but then I realized I only like the hook. I only like the hook. I was raised by the wolves. It sounds so cool, but none of the verses on this song are crazy to me. I don't like Sean's voice during particular lines either. I see myself in my nemesis. I contemplate forgiveness. Like that part. Even Post Malone, I don't have anything to say about his contribution here. It was nice, just not something I care about. This entire song, really, if it wasn't for the hook sounding good, I wouldn't listen to it.
My whole squad in this bitch.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And they gon' stay there the whole night.
Yep.
What I said about Wolves applies to this song as well. The hook is really cool if a show can get you hype, but the verses are seriously like whatever. Speaking of the verses, apparently this song was like the last straw for his relationship with Ariana Grande. They was already having issues beforehand, but the line where Sean said, I got $1 million chick with $1 billion pussy. Every time I come, I swear to God, I feel like I'd be rich. From what I found, Ariana was super offended by this line. I think most girls would be. But this song, Stay Down, it isn't anything to go back to other than the hook.
I'm trying to stuff until I can't fit.
Oh, come on, G. I fucks with this song. I like this song. This is one of the more, you know, like, yeah, you riding down the street, You just hear this song just pop up on your playlist, and it's like, yeah, this one of them songs you ride to, man. Yeah, this one of them songs you ride to. I fucks with this song though. I fuck with this song.
I find it funny that Big Sean has a whole song called Donald Trump and nobody says anything about this. Yes, that's what the DT stands for. The song is just another aspiring to be a rich song from Sean. And he compares the wealth level that he's trying to reach to that of Donald Trump. I do like one part at the end of the second verse where he says he had a dream that he was the greatest of all time, greatest of all Bigs, greatest of all Seans. So his dream was he was greater than Biggie Smalls, Big Daddy Kane, and then Sean Carter and Sean Combs. I like the wording on that. But other than that, Get It, it's just one of them, like, whatever songs. The meaning of the song is basic. All of the bars are pretty basic. And Pharrell on the hook was just nice. There's nothing really to come back to for this song.
If you roll one up, I'ma roll one.
Yeah, this is terrible because Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean got way better collabs than this. This was a highly disappointment right here because Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean don't miss. But then they dropped this bullshit right here. Yeah, get this shit up out of here, bro. Because Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean got some bangers, bro. That cabin fever one, nigga, what?
That's why he's everything. That's why he's the GOAT.
Nigga, that cabin fever one, nigga. With them Big Sean songs, with them Big Sean's on them track, bro. That was arguably some of their best work together, bro. Cause normally these two don't miss, bro. Wiz Khalifa and Big Sean are a guaranteed banger, but then they drop this bullshit. Oh my god, man.
Okay, so a song like High with Wiz Khalifa, it really shows that Big Sean wanted to make every song on his first album sound like a single. The vibe that this song gives off is not a chill, laid-back song. It's more upbeat and energetic, which I'm not really used to when it comes to songs about smoking, but this song is whatever. A song like this is what I was referring to in the intro when I said I can understand someone saying his first album has some skips on it. And I don't know if this will surprise any of you, but this is the last song from the Finally Famous album that's in this video. Get It, Ass, High, and I Do It are literally the only songs from this album that I don't like.
I didn't know I gave it everything till I realized that I had nothing else left.
Truthfully, this is one of the most dull songs from Detroit too. No matter how much I try to give this song a chance, it just goes in one ear and out the other. There is no energy to this song. And of course there were some nice lyrics here and there, like the Leonardo DiCaprio line, but I'm sorry, like I said, this song was just pretty dry to listen to.
Tell him that I need more.
Yeah, this song was cool for like the first 2 weeks it was out. The song was cool, but then you go back and you start listening to it more and more. You start to hate this song more and more the more you listen to it, bro.
Now, Fire is actually a song that I've seen a good number of people call underrated. There's probably some of you listening to this right now that just responded, it is underrated. Hey, look, like, no, it isn't. The reason I don't think this song is all that is because I've never heard a song have one verse be so nice and the other verse be so damn terrible. The second verse of Fire is decent, talking about Detroit being a dangerous city, buying his mother a nice house, being glad to spend time with his father. The second verse was cool. The first verse, oh my gosh, this nigga stayed with the whack bars. I'm from a place where they rock ski masks, but don't nobody ski. And don't even try to tell me, oh, CeeLo, you don't get it. I know that criminals and robbers wear ski masks when they hitting licks, but that line was just lame. Was in Japan so long, I almost learned to speak. Had to leave back to the hood where they don't understand you unless you speak in Japanese. Man, this verse is so ass. The second verse of Fire is what stopped it from being in the whack tier. But no, this song is not underrated at all.
I'm hanging halfway off the balcony, overthinking cause my job is
I fucks with this song though. I actually fucks with this song.
way more than a salary.
Now, there's 2 songs from I Decided that I know people will say I'm tripping for calling them skips, and Halfway Off the Balcony is one of them. If you think this is a top song from this album, alright, you do you. But
it's not a top song, but I fucks with it though. It's a fuck-wittable song. Put it like that.
But Sean tends to have songs that are just a lot of decent lines just thrown together. It would be 1 or 2 hot lines here and there, but the rest of the song is just a bunch of okay one-liners. Like, you don't need a master's to be a masterpiece. Lines like that, I hear and I'm just like, okay, Sean. So yeah, I would be fine if the song wasn't on this album. The part at the end where Big Sean had one of his homies approach him saying that Sean had a phone call from his own mother, and Sean just kept brushing it off like to the side, like yeah, man, I'll call her later. I'll call her later. That little part right there was better than the whole song, in my opinion. That was a deep part to show how he was really pushing close family members away to focus on music.
Live with no doubts. Zen the fuck out. Big dog plays.
Now, this song doesn't feature Travis Scott, but the "It's Lit" ad-libs are heard in the song. ZTFO is a song that I guess like fits what it's trying to do. It's not a track that tries too hard. It's just a song that you can get zoned out and relax to. So It's decent for that. I just don't really care for it.
Big rings in a row, all down my fingers.
I don't know about this one, bro. I don't know about
Speaking of
this
Travis
one.
Scott being on the song with Big Sean, Lithuania doesn't even sound like a Big Sean song. It sounds like a track that Travis had and he didn't want it anymore. So he just gave it to Sean and said, oh yeah, here, you can put this on your album. I will say that Travis sounds like his old self on here, like Butterfly Effect Travis. They talk about how their success, making sure that their blessings always outweigh their problems, and then just typical bars about smoking and drinking. I honestly don't see this song as being nothing more than a typical Travis Scott banger that just so happens to have Big Sean on it.
Hold on.
I don't necessarily blame Big Sean for this.
Hold on real quick. Alright, I had to fix this microphones. It's swinging and swaying all over the place. I can't have it swinging and swaying and y'all be hearing shit. So, yeah. Yeah, it's way more quiet now. If you hear anything in the background, that's my heater. It done dropped to the low 10s. So I gotta keep this heater on, man, because this house is cold. So if y'all hear anything, that's just my heater on full blast right now.
Travis Scott banger that just so happens to have Big Sean on it. I don't necessarily blame Big Sean for this, but I don't see any rappers making this sample work. The "you don't know what you do," along with how that's repeated in a echoey tone in the background. I don't think this type of song will really work for a lot of rappers. The sample sounds nice, but hearing Big Sean on it doesn't match at all. So "You Don't Know" track is a song that, although I'm calling it a skip, I'm not necessarily blaming Big Sean for it. If his verses were better, I would have said it's not my style. But with the average verses on top of the production not really fitting him, this song is just forgettable overall.
Baby, come closer, bring it to me.
There's nothing wrong with slower love songs or anything like that, but it does kind of handicap the song's replay value for me. Body Language is a decent song with Ty and Janae, but I have no reason to put this on really. Kind of like what I said about In the Morning by J. Cole and Drake not really doing anything for me because the song isn't meant for me. That's how I feel with Body Language. It's a cool little slow song for the ladies, so I wouldn't get carried away and call it trash. But even then, it's just a basic like sexual song, like nothing more and nothing less.
Ain't nobody finna do me any type of way.
with this song. Come on, Chief.
For one, I didn't expect Young Thug to be on the song with Big Sean, so this was interesting to see. Now, I feel this song is nothing more than Sean saying that he's not going to tolerate disrespect from anyone because he's worked too hard to get where he is. And that's it. Now, for Thugger, like his background vocals was more enjoyable than his actual verse. Ain't nobody finna do me dirty. Like, that was real smooth. But when his verses came, I said, okay, you done went too far. This song would have worked for me if it was like ZTFO, where there was just background help and the other person did.
How you feel about Young Thug on here? So I feel about Young Thug on that Chris Brown song. Oh, baby, everything you do is amazing. Ain't nobody watch you go crazy. I got what you need. How you feel about Young Thug on there is how I feel about Young Thug on that song. I wish Young Thug was never a part of that fucking song. That song was just good all by itself by Chris Brown. Chris Brown could have did that song justice all by himself, bro. Young Thug was not needed for that Go Crazy song.
Didn't have a verse because Respected wasn't anything special to me.
I got money coming through.
This song kind of hit different when you got a Toyota, though. This song kind of hit different when you got a Toyota, though. I'm just saying. When you got a Toyota, which is the best car, by the way. The best car ever made, by the way. Most reliable. Y'all niggas go crazy over fucking Teslas and weak ass Mercedes Benz. Nigga, I'm riding around in a Toyota. You on the side of the road talking about some, man, I need a jump, man. My car ain't starting up right. My car acting funny. Should have got you a Toyota, nigga. I'm telling you. But anyway, so this song hit different when you got a Toyota, though. I'm just saying.
Drugs and women coming too.
This song was very close to being in the whack tier. I actually would put this in the top 10 worst Big Sean songs list. The reason it's not in the whack tier is because the song isn't trash. It's just super fucking boring. The combination of the drawn out words, hella cheese, hella trees, LSD, selling D, feeling like the 70s, on top of that very slow production, it just makes for a really boring song to me. So I'm not going to make a top 10 worst like Big Sean songs video, but just know if I did, this song will 100% be on there.
Walking in like I got cameras.
What?
Niggas can't control me.
Ain't no fucking way. He snapped on this song. What? He snapped on this song. What? This is the hardest song Big Sean ever put out, bro. He snapped on this song, bro. What? Ain't no fucking. Come on, Chief.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Bruh. Boy, ain't no way, boy. 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 Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
He snapped on this song. Walking in like I got cameras on me. Come on, man. Come on, Chief. He snapped on this song, especially on the extended version. The extended version of the song. Oh my God, he snapped on this one, bruh.
Handles on me, shit don't get out of hand.
He get handled, homie.
This is a song I actually had in the fire tier when I very first heard it. But after revisiting the song, as y'all can see, it dropped pretty low. Not only do I not like it anymore, but I realized the biggest reason why I was calling it fire was because of the second half of the song. Sean was spazzing and his flow was on point. The second half is worth listening to. But before it builds up to that, the first half was kind of mediocre. Also, this beat I really don't like anymore either. It was tolerable when I called it fire, but now it's like, I don't really like this. The beat reminds me of a song from Detroit 2 because the beat was pretty similar. And that song that I'm talking about is...
You listen to me, I listen to you. Like that ain't it, Chief. I'ma show these bitches who the baddest.
I fucks with this
is
song
one of the most
too.
divisive songs that Big Sean has ever made. This production I have seen getting love and hate. Some love it because it sampled the Gorillaz and they think it was a really nice sample. Others, they absolutely despise it and think it's one of the worst songs on the album along with Time In. Now, Sean himself actually said that this song was one of the longest it took to produce and that it almost didn't make the album because the sample almost didn't get cleared in time. But unfortunately, the sample did get cleared in time and now we have to hear the song. One of the weirdest things about it is the "I'ma show these bitches who the baddest" line that Sean kept saying.
Yeah, that line
I feel like
that line was a little wild, my guy.
Come out of a man's mouth. Throughout the song, it sounds like Sean is calling himself a bad bitch. I'ma show these bitches who the baddest. So yeah, super pause on that. So yeah, I could do without this song. I'm not joining the army of people that think it's absolutely terrible, but I damn sure don't like it either.
This for my baby who coming over to bust it open. Who get an Uber but really deserve a dozen roses.
At this point, I'm sure y'all niggas noticed there's a good amount of Detroit 2 songs in this video.
Facts.
And let me tell y'all right now, Detroit 2 for me was a project that was lyrically great, but it was not entertaining to listen to a lot of the time. There were so many tracks where I was just sitting here like...
I still fuck with Detroit too.
Okay, that track was cool. Next song. And I did that multiple times. Out of the 18 songs in that album, I will say 9 are skips. Yes, 9 out of 18. I truly think half of the album, if you never heard it, you would be fine. With that being said, Still I Rise didn't necessarily end the album on a high note. It was really just another song where after hearing it, it makes you go, okay. Half of the song is Sean just talking about keeping your head up and staying in control of your own destiny because there will always be people trying to count you out. And a lot of these songs in this project just don't hit for me. They're just decent. If you think Detroit 2 is one of the best albums to come out in 2020, I'm honestly not seeing it. This album is loaded with a bunch of just alright songs.
Voices in my head saying I could do better.
This is the second song I was talking about earlier when I said this is praised as one of the best songs from I Decided, but I don't think it's all that. For the first half of the song, not even the first half, it's like the first quarter of the song, it's called Voices in My Head. And Sean talks about how he lets the haters and the critics control his mind, i.e. people telling him that he could do better and he not going hard enough. For the second part of the song, Stick to the Plan, here Sean is talking about how he has to create an action plan for himself and stay away from the people with the negative energy so he can focus on all of the goals that he needs to accomplish. And then he briefly talks about his thoughts on suicide. Now, I would put this song in the not my style tier based on subject matter. What he's rapping about is great. The execution of it wasn't that spectacular to me. And that's why I think overall it's just an okay track. The beat switch I see get a lot of love from people. Like, man, the beat switch on this song was crazy.
It was.
I don't think it was anything insane. In the third verse of the song, Sean kind of raps like Eminem, like that really fast flow with the softer tone, but it's not really executed in an entertaining way. This song in general, I'll say that about. It's very slow, kind of dry to hear, and it's not something that I would care to put on. But it's great lyrically, that's the best I can say. Now for the final tier for Not My Style. This tier is reserved for songs where if you listen to them and you think they're fire and one of Sean's best songs, then congratulations, I see why you think that. But for me, these are tracks that I wouldn't listen to them. I can give credit where credit is due, but Sean just has many other songs I would rather listen to instead.
Oh yeah, I don't like this song. You could have threw this in the whack tier for me.
Now, truthfully, I think I would enjoy the song more if the chorus by Jeremiah was more triumphant or more powerful. I do believe that lyrically, this is one of Sean's strongest songs. He speaks about tapping into your inner strength and your inner passion and how that can help you defeat any darkness.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. The verses are fire. It's just the chorus that just threw me off. I was like, yo, I really don't fuck with this song just because of the chorus alone. That's because of Jeremiah, this fucking fraud right here who can't even really sing without auto-tune. Man, you could have got T-Pain or somebody for this hook, because Jeremiah definitely wasn't the guy to go to for this one.
Is that you can come across in the outside world. It's a great motivational track, and for that reason, I can't really blame this song being in the Not My Style tier on Big Sean. It's more like Jeremiah's vocals throughout the song wasn't hitting hard enough for me. If the hook was something more, not necessarily upbeat, but more heavy hitting, then I would like it. But in this case, this is a track where having a softer hook actually makes me uninterested in the song.
I love this song. I like this song.
Okay, first off, let me say that the background vocals is one of the biggest reasons why I don't care for this song.
I had a feeling that's what. I fucks with this song.
All of that is disgusting. But Nothing Is Stopping You is Sean pretty much telling a story of how he came up in the game. First meeting up with Kanye West, and then he tells a story about how a young up-and-coming rapper came to Sean himself trying to spit, and it took him back to his early days when he first rapped for Ye. I really love the idea of the song and the structure, but it's honestly just those background vocals, man. Nothing is stopping you. Like, hearing that at the beginning of the song and throughout the chorus, it just makes me not care to put this track on. If this song had a better hook, I would bump it all the time. Since Detroit 2 is his most recent album, I want to end this video talking about songs from that project, except for one. There are 6 songs left in the Not My Style tier. 5 of them are from Detroit 2, except for the very last one. And the final song I saved for last because I know it's a Big Sean track that a lot of you guys love and will probably say is his best song of all time, but I just personally never cared for it. But let's get into the songs from Detroit 2 that are great, but they just aren't for me.
Now you can push this one to the side. This is a skip for me.
The very first track on Detroit 2. Hearing Big Sean talk at the very beginning, I swear he sounded like Younger May. The part where he said, yeah, whoa, oh, this is what they've been waiting on? I swear that's exactly how Younger May starts her songs. But this track is pretty cool. I like the end of the song where the beat becomes softer and the song starts to fade out. And it's crazy that's my favorite part because it's just the last 10 seconds. And the beat throughout the rest of the song was upbeat and hype. I think truthfully what my issue is just I don't care what Big Sean is saying on this song. It's fine hearing him talk about how far he's come in his career and he can continue going, so like why would he stop? The song works and it's a nice opener for the album. It's just for most of the runtime, I don't think he's saying anything too attention grabbing.
But I gotta thank God though, cause he got me working harder than my demons.
I know that this song and Drake's Nice For What was not produced by the same person, but they could have fooled me. The production on these 2 songs sound exactly the same. That's one of the first things I noticed about Harder Than My Demons. But my favorite part of the song is when he changed his melody with the
like they don't gotta love you if they need you. Got angels and demons on 3-way and they ain't coming to no agreement.
So like damn near every other song I'm gonna talk about in this tier, lyrically they're good and the song sounds nice. It's just one or a few things about the song that makes me not care to bump it. And for Harder Than My Demons, it strictly comes down to it sounding like a Big Sean version of Nice For What. If I want to hear a song with this sound, I will just go play Drake's version.
I pray you get everything you missing.
You skip this one. This was a skippable track too.
This is a song that I wish someone else sang it instead of Big Sean. This track would have worked perfectly fine for me if he wasn't the one doing for singing.
Facts.
I hope you find everything you missing. Nah, man. If a female R&B single would have been on here, it would have been smooth. Why the fuck Janae Aiko wasn't on this song?
Facts.
You put her on that and you in the entertainment nonsense, but not this. But this is also a song where I heard the snippet for it right before the album dropped, and when I heard that I'm about to delete my Twitter and follow my intuition line, I was like, okay, Sean. I thought that line was pretty corny. Everything that's missing is still a dub though. And I know this song wasn't on the base album of Detroit 2, but a song like Single Again is when I like Sean singing. Like, I'm single again. That sounded good to me. But when it comes to everything that's missing, I just wish someone else did the hook instead of him.
Who dropped his first album? I was in the 10th grade. To 10 years later, me dropping the #1 the exact same day.
Full Circle is yet another track by Big Sean that I give him credit for the idea and the subject matter for the song.
Yeah.
But the actual entertainment factor of the song isn't that high for me. I didn't like the third verse where he started damn near half the lines with the words full circle. Full circle like giving your first Rolex to your first kid. Full circle like every single thing I ever did. It's like, all right, nigga, I get it. Key Wayne's and Diddy's addition to the song were okay. I guess they complete the song. I just don't really care for Full Circle. Although I know that others look at it as one of the best tracks on the album.
Surrounded by niggas who did first degree and the other ones that never got their first degree. Sheesh.
The last thing that I just said, I don't care for the song, although I know others look at it as one of the best songs on the album, applies to Lucky Me. This was the second song on the project, so he came in hard with Why Would I Stop and this track. Now, this song, I definitely agree, is like top 3 on Detroit 2. The main reason why I don't really come to the song for entertainment is because I truthfully don't like the sound of it in the beginning. The first verse sounds like a long ass poem. Instead of a song, it sounds like he's just regularly talking and there just so happens to be a beat in the background. And that's not inherently bad at all. I'm not saying every single song in the universe with that style is bad. The beat switch and his flow after that was crazy. But before the beat switch, this song is honestly a little boring to me. And for the final song of this video that I was warning y'all about, I know this is like the best Big Sean song of all time to a lot of people, but I'm not a fan of it at all.
And one man could change the world.
Oh, I'm with you on this one. I hate this song too. I hate this song for John Legend. I hate this song for John Legend. I don't like John Legend on this song. And plus Big Sean singing don't help it either.
Yes, I know this may be a huge unpopular opinion, but One Man Can Change the World has always felt like Big Sean trying too hard to be deep and meaningful.
Facts.
First off, it sounds absolutely nothing like any other song he's made before then.
This song always got the skip for me. This song immediately got the skip. Matter of fact, this song was... I made sure that this song was automatically skipped every time I played it. I made sure that this song was automatically skipped. Or I made sure to try to take it out the rotation so that way I ain't got to hear it, bro. I hate this song.
The singer on the hook doesn't sound like Big Sean at all. Like, that singer voice doesn't even feel like him. But the thing with One Man Can Change the World is that before this song was released, Big Sean didn't necessarily have that many eyes on him. He was obviously popular and one of the biggest up-and-coming rappers, but there were still just other markets and other demographics of people that he didn't tap into yet, that I'm sure he was trying to reach. And that's where this song comes in. This track has always felt like a cash cow or an obvious attempt to reach a bigger audience. I know it's regarded as one of his best songs because of how deep and personal it was to him and the message that he was trying to promote, but I'm sorry, I have never been a fan of this song. It really comes off as someone who doesn't make impactful music, just one day decided, let me try to write a song that reaches millions of people's hearts. And then this is what we got as the result. If you love this song, that's great, but this song I never was fond of because it was made by Big Sean. It feels like he was trying too hard to do something different.
Outro.
This goddamn outro be getting me, bro. But anyways, though, shout out to Mary, man. Definitely gonna do Big Sean best songs next time. So come back next time for Big Sean's best songs. Shout out to I keep saying Amiri. It's Amir, bro. I keep forgetting it's Amir, bro. Cause that I, bro, it's Amir, bro. Shout out to Amir, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the man channel. Make sure you leave a like. Tell him I sent you. All that nonsense and all that. You already know. If they show love over here, we gonna show that love right back. You already know. Ain't no faking. Ain't no fronting. We genuine over here with the love. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta spread love out here sometimes, man. Sometimes you gotta spread love out here to make the world a better place. But anyway, so shout out to Amir, man. Go subscribe to his channel. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.